All right. Hi, welcome back to another. Oh, wait, am I going? Or are you still asking me questions? Hi, welcome back to another episode of Painting with Friends. As usual, I'm Vaz Hayes. And today I am joined by Kyla. And she is going to be painting with me and talking about modeling, arts, and all the above when it comes to being seen.
Let's get it.
All right. So what you'll do is
Yeah. Okay, totally.
Oh my
Oh.
God. You totally messed up.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah.
All right.
I got an audience to paint with.
And they definitely can paint. Anybody can paint with us at home if you're watching this. Grab an easel or don't. Grab a paintbrush. Grab a
Paint
piece of
a
paper.
shirt. Paint anything.
Grab some crowns. I don't do
Yeah.
anything. Grab a napkin and get a
Yeah,
pencil. Like I don't know.
seriously.
You can use anything. Which one? Okay. All right. You said this was your first interview.
Yeah, this is like my first paint and chat.
Do you feel camera shy whatsoever to do
No,
interview?
I wouldn't say I feel camera shy.
Okay. Because that would be weird.
Yeah, it would be so weird with what I've been doing in life.
And you've been like modeling for how long?
I'd say about a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah.
I thought you've been doing it for a long time, the way you carry
No,
yourself. Okay.
I started during quarantine, actually.
So what makes you just pick up modeling during a shutdown?
Well, yeah. Okay, so the process was definitely harder because everything went really virtual.
Yeah.
But I was, you start to self-reflect during quarantine. A lot.
A lot.
Right. And so I was like, if I don't follow my dreams now,
When will I do it?
exactly. So I was just like, YOLO. And I did it. So I started submitting to agencies and then I got in touch with a few people and then it kind of just shot from there.
How did you know? Like, what researches you do?
Well, I work at this park also. And this lady had been talking to me and she was like, "Do you model?" And I was like, "I don't." And kind of ever since that day I was like, "Wait,
I could.
I'm totally passionate about this." So I can't get this paint open. I'm about to just
Let me help you.
stab a hole into it.
I-
Okay, wait, I got it.
Boom. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, and then I just went home and I was talking to my mom and I was like, "Wait, we could totally she's my momager."
My momager. Please
was-
break that up. Break that up. What
She's
is-
my mom and my manager.
New
She's
term.
so great. I
New
love
term,
her.
everybody.
Yeah, no, she's so supportive.
Shout out to the kids with momagers.
Yeah, there's so many people with momagers. But I just was like, yeah, I kind of want to do this. And then I got more into it and I kind of fell in love with the process of everything. And it was just, and it went really well. And then I got with an agency and
What was your first experience? Like, what was the first agency that picked you up, or what was your first modeling experience?
my first modeling experience was a runway show.
Just straight to the runway.
Well, it's a new thing. So New York originally didn't have New York Swim Week. It only had New York Fashion Week, but my agency got in touch with a designer that wanted to start New York Swim Week. Her name's Avita, and I had gone to the casting and I had ended up getting picked up for Avita, and that was my first interaction with modeling was New York Swim Week.
And what was that feeling like?
It was so scary.
Like, I assume you're in this room full of all these people who have been doing it for forever, and then it's just you, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but it got okay. So it was definitely a weird experience at first, but I kind of already knew what it was gonna be like when I had an idea.
What gives you this insight?
I don't
what
know.
is there to research? Is it TikTok, or are you just researching models? How did you know?
Just when I my agent too. My agent is so
Oh, so
good.
she they informed you. They're like,
Yeah,
okay.
she was kind of just it'll be chill, go experience it and you'll get the vibe for it. And I mean, it wasn't you just don't take anything personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part. A lot of people have to figure out when it first comes to doing anything involving art. That you have to
Definitely.
be able to take criticism and you have to be able to take direction.
100%. And everyone has a vision too.
Yes.
Designers have a vision. So it's sometimes you won't fit the vision and that's okay.
So as you're doing your first, so this is swimsuits.
Yeah.
So walk us from like beginning to end. You get there, it's this building. They're like,
Yeah.
go to the back, go put this on, and you're just like, yeah.
No, they were so sweet. It was such a, I mean, it's definitely chaotic. It's always going to be chaotic.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what event you're going to, it's going to be crazy.
There's always a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, backstage is crazy. It's all super, super crazy. But you get there, and the first thing that you do is wait to get hair and makeup done, because there was a fitting like before you show up, so you already know what you're gonna wear.
Yeah.
So then you just show up, you get hair and makeup done, you change, and then it's just a waiting game of when your show is, because there's always multiple designers.
Yeah.
So, and then after hair and makeup's done, which takes like 2 hours.
How many makeup artists do they have in that building as they're doing this?
10 to 15 to 20.
Sheesh.
It depends on like how big the show is, honestly.
And did they ever like do all of those people come out on stage afterwards? Like this is all the people that made it
No.
happen. They don't.
No.
I feel like the makeup artists are so crucial. Like
They are, and
They
they
need that
don't get enough
representation.
hype. I always make sure to like thank my hair and makeup artist when I'm
those people are
done.
magicians.
Oh my god, they're such magicians. They work crazy work.
So they make you look super good, and then they're like, okay, go, and then you just start going down this runway.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to wait. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have to like line up, and then like all the shows will line up. So like if you're the first show, yeah, you get hair and makeup done, you change, and then it's basically time to walk. But if you're in like the third show, you have to wait for the first and second show to finish, and then you walk. But it's like a just like you go process.
And
It's like-
and when you do the walk, did they teach you how to walk, or like is it just natural? You're just like
Well,
just
I
walk like you
mean,
walk.
No, it's not. It's actually like there's a specific way to model walk. And I feel like not everyone like honestly it's like preference. I feel like some girls walk normal,
Yeah.
and like some shows they'll tell you to walk normal. It just like depends. But yeah, there's definitely a specific way to model walk.
So which one do you go for?
I model walk like hardcore.
You make it sound like a sport. You make it sound fun and like dope. Like okay.
Right.
This is
No,
going down.
it's like so crazy actually. And it's just because I went to a model camp, and like they teach you how to like model walk, and they're like posture, shoulders back, hips forward. I'm like, whoa.
They have a model camp.
Yeah.
Everybody, there's a model camp, and if you haven't been to model camp, you haven't been anywhere like truly fun in your life. What do you do at model camp?
Okay, you learn like etiquette. You learn like to like it's kind of hard to explain, but you like can take these classes to teach you how to like not get scammed by agencies, like what's a red flag and what's not a red flag.
There's a lot of trafficking that goes on with modeling events. If you're ever in Japan and they come up to you and they're like, hey, you want to be a model, you're most likely going to be trafficked. So always look out for other
yeah,
traffickers.
be careful. Be so careful.
Gosh. So what, I have to ask this because there's a lot of stipulation
Yeah.
on this topic.
Yeah.
What do models eat at model camp?
Oh, there was breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nobody's skipping meals,
I
right?
love food so much. Like, Miami was the death of my wallet because of the food.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Taco trucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your favorite thing to eat in Miami?
Oh, man. Seafood?
Are you a fan of paella?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna do it to you.
Yeah.
Paella fan, it's gonna do it to you, especially being like that close to the water, everything's fresh.
Yeah.
You're about to suffer.
Oysters? I love oysters.
Mm.
I actually, like, didn't get any in Miami, though.
Oysters scare me because I feel like I'm eating the whole entire animal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
I'm
definitely,
scared.
like, an acquired taste for sure.
I am so scared of oysters.
They're good, though.
So after you did your first gig, did you like immediately find another one? Or you're like, oh, that was so good. Like, here's some more.
There's
oh, like, is it
definitely,
hard?
like, downtime in modeling. Like,
Is it hard finding gigs?
yeah, definitely, especially when you're a new model too. Like brands tend to use the same faces over and over again,
They're like,
which
we know she's gonna show up.
yeah,
Plus, we have this good relationship. We can probably get her for a lower cost.
right.
Did they
and
ever try to
that's
dip
like
you like that?
so no, I have an agent and she's so great. So like if they try and do that to girls that freelance though, that like aren't with agencies. So it's just like it was better for me to have an agent, definitely. Oh my god, I keep hitting this microphone.
It's totally okay. It'll survive. You can move it slightly if you
I'm
want
gonna
to.
move it back
Yeah.
a little.
Move it where it's comfortable to you and you can extend
Okay,
the arm.
perfect. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like the downtime is crazy. And like casting calls, like you can go to a casting call and like not get picked, but
Yeah.
they'll like call you back for the casting call. Like I go to a casting call for this one brand and I've been like 3 times and they keep inviting me to the casting call and then they like won't email me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see you, but come out.
Yeah.
But
Which is totally fine. I totally enjoy the whole process.
it sounds nerve-wracking to me. I don't know if I'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
If I was ever capable. It feels like there has to be a lot of mental fortitude. What helps your mental fortitude to do all this?
Can I have the black?
Of course.
I say just like confidence in who you are as a person. You know, like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you other than what you think about yourself.
So during this downtime, is this like where you find the time to do your art?
Yeah, definitely. Art is so good for your soul. And like it's just such a good way to express yourself too. So anytime I have downtime, I love to paint.
So, what mainly do you go for when you paint?
I definitely
you do a
just paint
piece?
feeling. I never ever have a picture in my head of what I'm gonna paint.
So I know you were the one that did that picture of Johnny Depp, right?
No,
That was not you.
that was
You were
not
the one
me.
that did the picture of like the colors and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were in the mood to like, do you just find that you're like, okay, what am I feeling? And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling these primary colors right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. I like to paint, like I always get this one vibe of painting with the same color in different shades.
Yeah.
And that's like where those 3 pieces came from. Just like, I just, for some reason, enjoy painting with the same color in different shades so much.
Those were really good pieces. I was like really astounded. I was like, who did this? It has to be a master. And you came and you're like, hey.
Yeah, and
I was
I
like,
do
there's
it-
no way. There's no way she has time.
Literally, and I do it with these like fat paintbrushes too. And I just like swirl like
All
no
at
one's
home?
business. Yeah. And like I'm like infamous in my house for painting over paintings. And my dad, he'll like love this. He loved this one painting, and I painted over it.
You're like,
and he
oh
was like,
my God.
he's like walking around. Where's that other painting? I'm like, oh,
It's gone.
I know. I felt so bad. But then he loved the one. His favorite one became the one that was painted over. Yeah. Yeah, it's so great.
So do you ever have like an attachment to your pieces?
Definitely. Like there was a painting I didn't put up in the gallery because I have it on my wall in my house.
Yeah.
And I love it so much. I just like didn't
That
want
is
to
the hardest
get rid
part,
of it.
letting it go.
Yeah, especially when you like emotionally attach something like
Yeah.
to a painting. It's yeah.
It's definitely difficult.
But then
Yeah,
there's
but,
some
like-
that I could like care less about.
You're like, yeah, it
honestly.
can go.
No, yeah, literally.
It was a feeling. I got it out. It can go.
Yeah, no, yeah, totally.
Also, I was around somebody that day.
Yeah, no,
Said I don't
yeah.
want the memory anymore. Sell it.
Completely.
Oh Jesus. So, has there ever been like a moment when you were doing modeling, like you were just like, have you ever had like a bad moment or a moment where you're just like, it's kind of like a learning lesson, but it felt like a bad moment, or like a moment that sticks out in your head?
That's hard. I mean, I feel like I'm always growing and continuing to learn about the industry.
Okay, let me rephrase it. What was your most difficult moment in modeling?
My most difficult moment.
This all can't just be a breeze for
Yeah,
you.
I
Oh
know
my gosh.
it's not. It's not. It's totally
I'm about to
not.
be like, what are you, like some type of like, oh, you're like an oddity. Oh my gosh. I'm about to be like, oh gosh. This kid is a prodigy when it comes to like modeling or something.
The shows are definitely like when you have multiple shows in one day, the
Yeah.
chaos is crazy. Like the chaos like behind stage is definitely something you have to adjust to.
It's scary.
It's yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of panic involved. It's not just panic for you, it's panic for the organizer, and
Yeah.
that panic kind of translates.
Totally, yeah. And it just becomes like a stressor at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, wow, like because basically I'm putting myself in that stressor.
Yeah.
And it's totally worth it for me, you know, because like I am pretty good at like mind over matter.
I like the word stressor because it sounds like a dresser. I'm putting my into the stressor.
I'm putting my life into this dresser. Yeah, but it definitely gets stressful and you kind of just have to keep like knowing like what's best for you.
Do you feel like you found your stride in it, or do you feel like you're definitely you have a lot to learn and grow from?
I definitely have a lot to learn, but I'm definitely in the right career for myself.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that. There's so much certainty. You speak with so much certainty that I'm like, this kid definitely knows what she wants to do.
Yeah. You know, because it's so hard for people these days to find what they're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's so important, like so, so important for you to follow what you want to do in life. Like, no
Definitely.
matter who agrees or disagrees with you, follow your heart.
Oh my gosh, these
Yeah.
sound bites, they're so inspirational.
And it can be scary too. Like, you know, like I'm not in school right now, and that was a hard decision to make, you know?
Not going to college? Or
Yeah. And like, it's not completely off the table, but you know, for like the longest, I was like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to go to school. And then
Yeah.
I was like, well, now I'm just going to go later.
I will tell you one thing.
Yeah.
It's not an end all be all. It is definitely a scam. To most of you, it's definitely a scam. To anybody who's wondering what college is, it's definitely a scam. To certain people who go and they already have a career and they want to better themselves in their career, it definitely works for that. But if you have a bachelor's and you have a master's, there are still people with masters working at McDonald's. Let me just tell you that. Sometimes it is about who you know and not what you know. Never feel regret for not going. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you. A lot of friends I have, they feel some type of like regret, and I'm just like, I've been through
I
it.
think it comes from like a place of like, there's such like a big thing behind like people feeling unsuccessful for not going to school.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't get why, because that is not where you find your success. It's definitely what you do with school that you find your success
Yeah.
in.
I
And
know
feel-
people in the modeling world that have never used their degrees.
Yeah, and most people don't use their degrees that work in any type of job.
Right.
And that's because
Right.
when you go, like most people, they go and they don't know what they want to do. So it's better to go later in life. And I wish more of an American mindset was to go later in life when you did know what you wanted to
Yeah.
do and you matured. So I am definitely tell you made the right choice
Yeah.
to wait.
And you know, it doesn't like I view it as like it doesn't matter if I go to school at 25, 35 or 45.
Yeah,
You know, it's going to be the same thing no matter what age
it
I'm
definitely will be. Let me tell you, it definitely will be, because I was in those classes with like, I was just like, wow.
at. Yeah.
You say you're in this class with a bunch of 18-year-olds. It's like you're 40. You say, yeah.
Yeah,
I need it for my
whatever.
job. I run a business. I said, So that's crazy. I
Yeah.
feel like I came at the wrong time.
Literally.
I'm the one that messed up here. Oh gosh.
Yeah, you just have to like know what's right for you. And that's hard though.
It
It's
is.
definitely hard to
Because
like
there's a lot of people that they're gonna try to give you advice, but they've never been in your shoes.
Yeah. And there's such like a social standard behind like school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to follow that.
And that's
Sorry.
the social standard.
Yeah.
The social standard behind school is that all of Americans are in debt. A large amount of Americans
Literally.
are
Oh
in
my
debt.
god.
And if school worked, they should have been out of that debt a long time ago. Oh gosh. Is this a career for you think? For like the rest of your life? Is this like a career for you?
You know, like I view what I'm, of course, you know, like I think people view the industry is so different today, by the way,
Yeah.
than it like used to be. And so I think like people have this image of modeling that, you know, you like get pushed out in 5 years or like whatever. But like I know models that now run like agencies
Yeah.
and like they have contributed to changing the industry itself.
Because it shouldn't be that way. You should have like a model that represents every
Right.
single age group, body type,
Exactly,
any
100%.
sort, because that works and that's effective. And
Yeah.
and brands will start to realize that people just want to see themselves.
People want to see people.
Yeah, that too.
Like people don't want to see like an image of what they should look like.
Yeah.
And so, you know, who knows where like life is going to lead me? I kind of just like let the universe take hold, honestly.
Is there anybody specifically that you have a dream of working with, or any agencies you have a dream of working with?
You know, like there's higher agencies, of course, like, you know, like there's like really high agencies like Elite, Ford. Of course, it would be a dream to work with them. But I don't know, I try and not be like, oh, I should be here working with them and like all that, you know?
Yeah.
So I try and just like keep in mind that I'm doing like great where I'm at. And like that works pretty well, you know? Because like who knows, like at a fashion show, like who knows who you're gonna meet?
Yeah, you never know.
So, yeah.
Have you
Just
met
crazy.
anybody that you're just like, wow, I never thought I'd meet them here?
Um, no, I wouldn't say I've met like anyone famous at a show yet. I mean, like a lot of like heavy influencers, of course, like people with like millions of followers on Instagram. But no, I wouldn't say. I mean, I've I met this one lady at a fashion show and I walked for her brand.
Yeah.
And then she like did a photo shoot with me and this other girl and then it ended up on like the cover of a magazine, Pump magazine. And so it's just like stuff like that where it's like, you know, that could have been for any magazine. You
Is
know?
there like a specific magazine that you do want to be on?
Oh, Vogue.
Everybody wants to be on Vogue.
Everyone wants to be
Everybody
on Vogue.
who models wants to be on Vogue.
Everyone can be on Vogue. Like if I ran Vogue, I'd be pulling random people off the street. You want to be on Vogue? Let's go.
I wouldn't.
They would not. They'd be like, "This is a
They're like,
scam."
it was like, they're gonna be like, this nice looking girl just told me,
I'm gonna be on Vogue.
I'm gonna be on Vogue, and then she told me to get in the back of this van.
Yeah,
it's
and they're
not going
getting into the back of my van.
Sometimes it's mucus, bro. Like paint just be painting.
Yeah, you gotta shake it really well.
Yeah, you gotta. Sometimes I just like to bring in art and just, it's not a piece that I never finish. I've painted over this multiple times and I do something different every
Yeah,
single time.
I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
So I just have fun.
So
I'm totally just having fun here.
because I didn't realize this was gonna be a paint and chat, and I honestly like had no idea what I was gonna come and paint.
And we're talking about, you know,
Yeah, right. I'm about to add some blue.
and we're definitely talking about painting over paintings that you finished.
Yeah, painting over painting.
Yeah, definitely Kofi moves. Yeah.
Painting over paintings. I paint over paintings. Yeah, I have inspiration all around me. I don't
We're
paint like
having
that
fun.
though. Like I could not paint like this.
That's hard.
It's so hard.
So when you do paint, like,
Yeah.
did you ever think like you would see one of your pieces in an art gallery?
No, honestly, no. And my dad had sent me like this place, and that they were like taking like younger people's artwork.
Have you worked on anything since?
Yeah, of course. I have this really huge canvas. Well, okay. Maybe I haven't worked on something specifically, no. But I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. So like that's already the beginning of my painting.
There you go. It's definitely a lot that goes into the forethought process.
Yeah, and I never planned paintings, but I went to a thrift store and I found this like 30 by 30 canvas for $6, and so of course I got it. And I had seen this girl on Instagram, I totally forgot her name, but she puts texture into her paintings with like spackle, and she lets the spackle dry. So I'm definitely gonna like
You're about to be a
do
spackle
that.
artist.
Yeah, literally. I
Oh
love
my
putting
gosh.
texture into my paintings.
Who's your favorite painter to follow?
Oh, I don't have a painter that I follow, honestly.
So you don't have an inspiration, like,
No.
favorite person?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Usually everybody has like somebody who's. Who is your favorite photographer?
Oh. Yikes, I don't know. Off the top, I have no one off the top. Yeah, no, I had a favorite photographer, but no, I don't.
So who is your favorite to follow in the world of modeling? Do you have anybody you look up to?
Okay. Guys, I don't know. This is hard. This is so hard. I don't like. I know. I don't like follow. I follow people on social
Do you
media.
know how weird it is that she just picked this profession up and she had like nobody that's an influence to do this?
I mean, like
who does that?
like of course there's like the models that are big, like the Hadids and the Jenners, like whatever.
There you go.
But they're like not, you know, they're like nepotism children, right? So it's
Yeah.
also like you know, like let's stick to reality here. And I just, a lot of the models that I do follow are kind of like quieter models that are doing the shows with them, but like aren't like huge famous celebrities. You know, and there's like people in New York that like I've met that have like walked for crazy shows, but you know, they just kind of, it happened off of a whim, you know? So I don't know. I try and not really have like people that I compare myself to, if that makes sense. You know, that can like tend to like bring you down sometimes.
Definitely.
So I kind of just like to follow my own path.
I used to compare myself to Tupac a lot,
Yeah.
and it would definitely make me sad
Yeah.
because I'd be like, I'm never gonna be bald like that. I'm just too afraid to be bald. I don't have the head to be bald, bruh. Like, if you look at my head shape, it just wouldn't work as a bald person.
I have like a lumpy head too, so
Yeah, we couldn't.
I don't really plan on going bald
You
though.
can't be Tupac either.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't compare yourself
Darn,
to
I
Tupac.
can't be Tupac.
Nobody can
That
be Tupac.
sucks.
So you have a good bald head.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really depressed by that thought right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. See, it just
Yeah,
puts you in a
it's
bad
exact.
headspace.
It's definitely what you said. Like, I'm really stuck on this idea that I can't be bald.
Even
I'll
though
never be able
I
to be
really
bald.
like, she's kind of famous. I really like Meta Walker though.
Meta Walker?
Yeah, she's a model. And she's so gorgeous, and like her walk is really good, and she's so herself in the industry. It's really like inspirational. You know, I love people that aren't afraid to be who they are.
That is definitely what I am starting to see from the theme that is going on in this interview. You are definitely a
Yeah,
person
confidence is key.
confidence is key.
Confidence is everything.
Confidence is key. Go get a locksmith. That is my favorite
Yeah.
favorite quote.
Yeah, literally.
Oh jeez. You definitely vibrate a lot of confidence. What do you think?
You know
what
what
do you
is
think?
so crazy? You just
Yeah.
said vibration.
Mhm.
I have this like okay, me and my boyfriend, when we were like hanging out one time, we were talking about how like
Yeah.
crazy people's vibrations can be. And I feel like not many people like understand what we mean when we talk about someone's like vibration.
It's real.
Yeah, no, people's vibrations can be crazy.
Yes, and it can definitely offset you in a room. It can definitely
Yeah, like
certain people have vibes that make you feel so much better.
yeah, and then
so much
some
pumped up.
people's vibrations are crazy.
And they're just like jittery, and you're just like, this makes me feel
yeah,
awkward.
yeah,
I need to
no,
back up.
literally, yeah.
I definitely know the feeling. Jesus, I definitely know I know I have a lot of stories based on that one. So when it comes to art,
Yeah.
do you ever like see it maybe becoming a profession? Like
Like-
right now it's modeling, but do you think like because you have this avenue and you are a great painter,
Yeah.
do you see it becoming a profession also?
You know, I haven't ever really. That's so hard. Because yes and no. You know, like, I could totally see, like, having, like, a little gallery, right?
Yeah.
Of, you know, because art is everything. You
It
know,
is.
modeling is art. And
It
I think,
is.
like, people forget that sometimes.
No, how would you forget that? It is definitely that's what fashion is.
Yeah, no,
That's the clothing that we wear. Like we wear art.
And, like,
I'm definitely wearing art right now.
yeah, right? I'm wearing Amazon.
You're wearing Amazon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks nice.
But yeah, no, totally. Just a gallery with like so much stuff. I know so many people in the city that just like are engulfed in art. You know, like whether it be like films, clothing, or modeling, or like styling, you know.
Yeah.
Like putting all of it into one room would just be crazy.
It would be magnificent. I would love to see it.
It'd be quite the exhibit.
I mean, I guess that's what museums are.
Yeah,
And that's why
literally.
people go to museums.
Yeah, no.
You're
Kyla,
like, let's
the
just take
Kyla
all this stuff.
Museum.
Put it all in one room, one place. Yeah.
Yeah.
One space. I said we
Like,
would need a
this-
lot of space. He said, what if we just make a museum?
I went to this warehouse in Miami with like all of these like different rooms of like and people's like different creative spaces that they rent out, and it was so cool. It was so cool.
So, speaking about Miami, you speak
Yeah.
about New York. Are there any other places that you've traveled?
For modeling,
Mm-hmm.
no, but of course I'm going to.
What places are you excited to see?
I really want to go overseas.
What
I really want to go
specifically?
to Paris or Milan.
Paris.
I do want to do England too. Yeah. Oh, Balenciaga or Dior.
Balenciaga or
Something like
Dior.
crazy out there. Like something that would just like completely shock. Like, like I be watching the fashion shows for Balenciaga and I'm like, this stuff is so crazy. I want to do it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
While having all of that going around.
yeah, no, I'm just like the people that are there. Like I just like pass Kanye in the crowd. I would be like, what?
Right. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You definitely have to go to the back and cry.
Yeah, no,
That
literally.
Oh gosh.
I hope I become his musical inspiration.
That would be like the cornerstone of a lifetime.
Literally,
Like,
like,
that's like something you tell
That
your
would
grandkids.
just shock everyone. I'm gonna put glitter on here now. Okay,
I
I'm
also
gonna
want to
shake
know.
it. Yeah.
How did you discover this space? Because it's so weird finding
Yeah.
that you do all these things and you're such a great painter. How did you end up finding this art space?
My dad sent it to me actually. He works for like he's in the fire department and I don't know, he was just like he emailed me whatever it was, like the arts page or whatever.
Yeah.
And he like saw the openings and stuff and I was like, "Oh, this is really cool."
And he was like, yeah, let me apply.
I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You should really do this, like your artwork." Like he's like my biggest art
I
supporter.
love that a lot of the art students that were in the show, it was mostly
Yeah.
their parents. Their parents
Yeah.
brought them in, and their parents were a very high supporting key factor in
Yeah.
them getting to have this experience. What was it like for you to be a part of that emerging artist?
No, it was so good. And like I loved the people that I met. I I just love to see like how people interpret art in their own ways,
Yeah.
which is like the best thing ever. Okay, that did not work how I wanted it to.
Was it weird seeing like there were other people around your age who were also like doing these things? Or
Yeah, and
was
I
it
was like, "Yo, we got to get connected more."
did you feel like any sense of like competition? Maybe you're like, whoa,
No.
they're really good.
Yeah, no.
No?
No, really like all of our artwork was so different that, there's like no point in creating competition where it's not needed.
Yeah.
I have my fair share of competitive bones in my body, but not when it comes to art.
Here are the competitive bones in people's bodies.
Yeah.
Which bone is the competitive bone? I am
Being mad poetic right now.
I'm like, as an anatomy like student.
Are you
I've
an
never,
anatomy student?
Yeah.
Really?
I was a bio major. That's what I was mostly doing.
Really?
I
What
don't
were
do
you gonna
anything-
be?
I was like, I wanted to make clones and super soldiers. But the United States is like, we're not gonna be doing no cloning or super soldiers. And I'm just like, that's what I want to do. I want to make designer babies.
Designer babies.
So people can have children that are like, made in labs, super babies.
That's crazy.
That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to make little Captain Americas,
Okay.
but not little Captain Americas, like
about to lay
little
down my
little
painting,
Justice
guys.
Leagues.
And then I'll put it back up in a minute.
It has went from a pink to so many different colors.
Yeah, that's like the process I go through. But it's okay. You guys will see it in a second.
I am excited to know what's about to go down. You're about to apply painting the paint directly to the canvas.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to know what's going down.
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to put it on my
And you're gonna put it on your finger?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, definitely.
She's like creating a masterpiece over here, just like off the rip.
Yeah.
Ye-
Oh my God.
we were talking. We never had nobody do finger paints.
Yeah, no, I think that, the thought of just using a brush while painting is like,
I think you should use a lot of things.
yeah.
They'll give it a different feel. They'll
Oh
give
yeah,
it a
I've
different
put
texture.
my footprint on a painting before.
Why?
No, it seemed fun at the time.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Is there like a specific medium that you go towards, or like what's the funnest way, or what is the thing that you consider the most fun when it comes to art to do?
definitely just the fact that like if you hate something, you can change it. You can completely paint over it.
Yes.
It's just like, nothing is permanent when it comes to painting, but then when you decide that you don't want to paint over it anymore, that's when it becomes permanent.
That is true.
Yeah,
Because you can change all this. I painted over this painting like so many times.
right. So it's like you have creative freedom until you don't want it anymore.
You have creative freedom until you don't. You are dropping sound bites.
Like,
Like these are like the moments. These are the gems I listen for whenever I listen to like interviews.
yeah.
And like this is like perfect. Is there anybody notable that you have worked for that the fans out there or the people watching might know?
Maybe Anthony Rubio. He does a fashion show with dogs. So he
Dogs?
does dogs on the catwalk. And so all the models have a dog model too.
You got to walk a dog down
Yeah.
and the dog walked perfectly with
I've
you?
worked with him 3 times.
And all the dogs are like so well trained to behave?
Yeah, they're really good.
That would be weird.
He does a fundraiser each year.
You ever walk with a dog and you're like, damn, this dog walks better than me?
I've held 2 of them, and then I had one during his fundraiser that was a golden retriever, and they were all training how to be like guide dogs. So I was like, wow, he's working it better than me. Like you
said
walk
it's
out there and everyone's staring at the dog. I'm like, It was so cute though, and it's like this puppy retriever. It was just so cute.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I never would have thought like the idea of like blending those two worlds.
Yeah,
Like
me
dog
either.
show.
Me either. It's so great though. So great. And he's like such a good guy too. Like he rescues like the dogs that he has were rescued.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just really cute.
That is amazing. So he's like a true dog lover and like he does
Yeah.
it out of the passion.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it when people find a way to blend like multiple of their passions together to create
Yeah.
something new. Because it definitely puts you into like a different headspace than you would ever think about. Oh my gosh, you're shaking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the paint to move.
This is the wildest paint interview I've ever had, where you've actually like fully used the mediums
Yeah.
for everything that they could be.
Like work with what you got.
I feel that.
I'm gonna put yellow on it now. I just like chuck it at you.
When you submitted your work here,
Yeah.
what was like that response back? Or how long?
Herb emailed me back.
Directly? And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, come in. Because I know
Yeah,
that's how he is.
totally,
He's
yeah.
like, he doesn't tell you anything. Come in.
It's a one-man show. He's like, get in here.
Get in here. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, no, totally good.
I need you. Let's go.
Kind of.
This is wild. She's wild, dog. She's wild.
Going Miami nightlife vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She-
like the
She definitely said she was doing
That's
Vice.
a really pretty sky with like the clouds happening. I can see that. Okay. Okay.
Okay, we got some interpretations going on over
Yeah.
here.
I love that about art. Everyone
got
sees
some-
something different.
We got some things.
Mhm.
Saying some stuff.
Gotta add pink now.
Where do you think your career is going to take you later in life? Like, what do you envision?
I think my career will take me to like ultimate creative freedom.
What does that mean to you?
Like I have no doubt that later on in life I'll be able to do everything I dream of doing. And I think like that's
Okay.
where,
That's what that means to you.
yeah, like when you start following your dreams, you soon realize that like you can do anything you want
Yes, you can. You
as
can wake
long
up.
as you put in the work to do it.
You have the ability to wake up and do anything your mind
Yeah.
wants that day.
You know,
Always.
I email people randomly
What?
and be like, hey, like, do you need models? You know, like,
Oh, you're like, I'm still hungry. I'm
oh
hungry. I'm gonna
yeah.
keep going for it. I haven't stopped.
And like even if they don't email, like I'm always that type of person that's like you be that squeaky wheel and like continue to email them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they'll eventually answer, and whether if it's like, hey, can you like leave me alone?
Yeah.
Like at least like you get that.
I have
At
a couple
least you get
producers
that.
in my email. I don't know how they got my email. They might have been through my Instagram that I
Yeah.
definitely want to tell leave me alone, but they are persistent.
Yeah, you know. But at least that's like a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many people want to work with you than none.
Yeah, totally. Oh my god, I got paint on my
This
face.
is insane. This is wild. This is wild, dog. I've never seen this. Oh, I think we got Secession. I think this is great. What a great vibe.
Yeah. I just
This
like
this is an amazing interview because I've never seen somebody go this hard in the paint.
I honestly was just like I have no idea what I'm gonna paint, so I'm just gonna do it.
Just gonna go off.
Yeah.
I love that you're doing this because you have given me watching you paint has given me a new perspective
Yeah.
on paint.
I have
and
like
painting.
nothing in my mind of like where this painting's going either. So, and I got paint on my face.
You know, you're doing it spontaneously. As I was discussing yesterday in our interview with Dean, spontaneousness is
Yeah.
the best when it comes to painting.
No, totally. I live such a spontaneous life, or at least I try to. You know.
Like, what do you wake up and like you're like, okay, you know what you're having for breakfast, or you're just
You know,
walking.
I have kind of started to have like, I create plans and I like to stick to them.
Mhm.
But now I kind of try and just like go with the flow.
You're winging it.
You know, and like, I can go from like YOLO to, oh, we have a plan, let's stick to it.
Yeah,
So it just like depends, honestly.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I definitely wake up sometimes where I'm just like, I'm tired of being stressed out. I'm definitely got to plan today.
Yeah, right.
And then other days where
No,
I'm just like, I'm not
exactly.
planning. I'm too stressed to plan.
Right. No, exactly. I totally understand what you mean. I go through that.
Besides modeling, is there any other dream jobs that you want?
Oh, Lord, I don't even know.
Nope. Okay.
I don't even know. Honestly, one thing I also like about what I'm doing is I could meet someone that does like journalism or like magazine work or
Yeah, you
book
could.
writing or like anything, and then I become passionate about that or something, you know, and it just like I just kind of let it lead me wherever
Okay.
it's gonna take. So
So do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert in that case?
oh yikes. It honestly depends on who I'm with. I feel like I can put out that I'm super extroverted,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like personally I can be pretty introverted. You know, my extroverted can be kind of fake.
I totally understand what you mean to like 10,000 degrees.
Yeah,
That's why I was gonna be shocked. I was like, you're such a good painter. You don't really get good at painting unless you're alone.
yeah, no, totally.
And like it does take like an introverted style and take to like reach that magnitude.
Yeah.
And I don't find a lot of extroverted painters.
Yeah,
I don't.
You
I don't
don't.
find a lot of extroverted creatives even in that. And I've met like rappers who engage with thousands of people on stages like every single day and have to talk to their fans. I'm just like, how do you do it? And like, I'm really an extrovert. I don't even know. I'm not even an extrovert. And it's true. So there's definitely like a cultivation. Do you use it as like it's like a might be a battery in you or
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna do it.
exactly.
It's charged up. Let's let it out.
yeah, totally agree. If it's charged, I'm good to go. But then some people's like vibrations empty that battery way faster than other people.
Yes. And you're just
Yeah.
like, I'm done with the situation for today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I totally know what you mean. Because there are certain people where I'm just like, okay, as long as they're not working there
What
today,
is
I'm
this?
good. That is glitter.
I'm gonna use it.
Go off. Use the glitter. The first person to use the glitter. I wish we still had our mods where like everything would just blow up. Yeah, we gotta re-add all our
Throwing
mods.
glitter everywhere.
I love this. It's mostly hitting the floor, but it is amazing. To everybody at home, this is probably one of our best painting interviews ever. We have finally got
You
on.
just gotta go for it.
We finally got on a painter that is just like going off on it.
Bam.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this kind of. And now I'm gonna put it upside down
Okay.
and continue my journey.
Is it even dry enough to do that? No?
No, it's okay. It's dry enough. What color?
Oh my gosh. This is wild to me. I've sort of like deviated from like even thinking like other questions that I'm just
Yeah.
like I'm enthralled in this.
Oops. Gonna continue. Yeah.
Aaron, what are we witnessing?
Creative freedom.
This is creative freedom.
Yeah, complete creative freedom.
This is what we're gonna call this piece.
Yeah,
By Kyla
creative freedom.
Erickson.
I
Creative
also
freedom.
like to blow on like.
We were thinking about getting a hair dryer for these sessions.
Yeah,
But it would
no, you
definitely take
totally
away
should.
from the questions.
Yeah.
And we would definitely use it in like some of the bigger.
Yeah.
It says, so how did you make $1 million? Well,
Yeah.
and say, well, if you missed that,
If you missed that.
that's on you. Has there been anybody that you're really grateful for meeting during your process of everything you do?
Yeah, I have a lot of people that push my creative path.
Have you gotten paint all over your phone?
Yeah, it's okay though.
Okay.
Yeah. My paintings, I always get paint all over my hands anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that ever since.
Are you like afraid of getting it on your clothes?
No, I got this on Amazon.
You're like,
It's
okay, I don't
totally
care.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Somebody got paint on themselves for the first time in one of our shows. Like, we've been doing it for years, and that was the first time yesterday that shit happened.
really?
This week. No, that was the first time ever. Oh, a lot of firsts. Oh, that's what you said. Oh yeah, there's a lot of firsts. Yeah, this is insane.
I have a lot of creative inspiration in my life.
You're making this one of our best seasons yet. You are adding on to one of our best seasons of this whole entire show.
Really?
Yet. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that. I just always, ever since I started the career that I'm in and like have met the people that I've met, and then I also like once I met my boyfriend too, and he does films and like a whole production company. That has also opened up like a whole new creative mindset of mine too,
I love that.
which is so like inspirational too.
I love that you're looking at it from like every different avenue of what it can be applied to.
Yeah, no, and I think like I just think it's so cool that the different ways people find passion too.
Because it's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's very beautiful.
completely. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have like, I always wondered this, but does the model world have mentors?
Do models have mentors?
Mm-hmm.
It like honestly depends. Like I definitely would think my agent, like I could ask her anything. And like that's really great. But you kind of just like also have to like learn on your own too. It's so good to like be able to experience it on your own.
And that's like where I was like so confused by. I was like, how did you learn all this?
Yeah, no, and it's a hard process. It's a long process,
Like most.
especially when you first start modeling too.
Jeez. But that first step for you was like finding these agencies.
Yeah.
And then that was like how you got your foot into the door. So were there any art teachers that you had that made you feel like you could paint also? Like what was the step in the door for that?
Actually, it's so cool that you asked me that because I went to this private school for 1 year. 1 year,
That's all it takes.
and I hated it. Which was totally fine. I feel like that's a very okay experience to have. But I had this one art teacher that I absolutely loved, and she did like this clay class after school. And we made like all sorts of like clay projects, and like I love using clay so much, but it's just like hard. Clay is hard.
Yes, it is.
But it was so much fun, and I feel like ever since then, like I loved art. Like I made a picture frame with clay on it. I made like a little plant holder. It was so cute. It's like still on my fridge to this day.
That's what's up. I feel like that is like really where a lot of kids they do meet their inspiration. It's art class.
Yeah. No, totally. And then I like did this one clay project off of a Picasso painting, and I still have it to this day too.
Awesome.
So, just like such a really good.
Do you
thing
feel like
for me.
you were good in other parts of school as well? Like,
History and English?
nice.
Yeah.
I love history.
I hated math.
Math is terrible.
Science I was good, only like biology though.
And that's how I was. And
Yeah.
then I got to like chemistry and like all the other stuff. And it said
Oh my
math.
God,
That's
I
why
hated
I stopped.
chemistry.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this degree because I thought it was just mostly gonna be biology and like microbiology.
Yeah.
And I was good at that stuff. I was good at history and like remembering. It's mostly like remembering terms and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And if you can remember terms and dates and all that other stuff, you're golden. That is all it takes in biology and history. But once you get into like math and you have to apply a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, I'm failing. I took a lot of skateboard rides in the rain. a lot of like throwing paint angrily on canvases to get the anger out, drawing some really wild shit.
You know, I
stuff.
try and never paint angry.
Never?
Yeah, like I
It is
don't
so much
paint
fun.
angry.
It is so much fun. It's like so much fun. I try to paint in every single emotion
Really?
to see what comes out
Yeah, totally.
because I feel like each one, if you're feeling a certain type of way, and it's not like okay, it's angry, sad, happy. No, there's so many varieties of emotions that we as humans we don't explore enough. But there are so many emotions that you can feel,
Yeah.
and you can totally capture them, or you can try your best to capture those.
People are scared of emotions.
They are definitely very scared of emotions. They don't know how to deal with them, but we don't talk about them enough, I think, and that's probably why. Because if I knew how I was feeling on certain days, I wouldn't need to paint it. I would be like, okay, I'm feeling this way.
Perfect.
You went on.
Oh, that was a lot.
So, because you don't consider yourself a very social media person, what do you
Well,
post?
okay, I don't like social media, but I use it.
Okay.
You know,
there
it's
go.
like a part of my like career at some point. You know, I have to network myself. I have to post stuff. Like I have to do that. But I mean, other than that, I never get like personal on social media. Like it's like strictly business kind of for me.
Really? You just use it as a
Yeah.
promotional account?
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's what like a lot of people in our age groups we do. We don't really try to make it too personal, which is
Yeah.
why we have so many dummy accounts.
Yeah, no, literally.
We have
yeah.
like an awful lot of dummy accounts, and once you see the how many AVIs and like profile pictures are mostly just like anime profile pictures or like cartoons, like you really start to understand like how attached we are to having dummy accounts and having backup emails and all this other stuff. But it is like social media to us is definitely a business pursuit. It's not something that we use. We keep our friends' phone numbers.
Yeah.
That is
right.
definitely how our age group works. So when you like go on trips, do you ever like you post it there or like where,
Yeah.
or do you just keep it to yourself?
Like people on my Instagram know I went to Miami now because like I posted stuff from like the shoots and stuff and the like runway
Yeah.
like stuff that I did. And like I'll eventually post more. I'm just like so bad at it.
I feel that. I feel like it's hard for us to post because we're like, why? What is the purpose? What am I gonna get out of it?
And like sometimes I'm like, wait, who actually cares?
Who does care?
Yeah.
Because everybody is
Who,
living their life.
who actually
And I feel like we get
cares?
so saturated in like everything going on that it is hard to like really care
Yeah.
too much
no,
about
literally.
that stuff.
And you know, like one thing I don't like about like influencers and stuff like that, it's like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm going to like this event at this time, whatever," and I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I followed you because you do makeup.
Yeah.
Do the makeup.
Right.
Don't care where you going. Do the
Yeah.
makeup. You selling it there? What's up? Do the
Right.
makeup. There is a lot of people that do lose a sense of self when it comes to certain things.
Definitely, yeah.
How do you feel about this painting?
No, it's so good.
Do you feel like
Yeah, I like how it's like really. It's super. Oh my god, I almost just dropped
it looks amazing?
I do think I'm gonna put more glitter.
More glitter?
Yeah, I kind of love this stuff. It's not like sparkly glitter. It's like, It's like sand.
Yeah, it is sand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. That's so cool. I actually don't like sand. But I like this
I
on
love
my
playing in
painting.
it.
I like the texture of this on my painting though.
I like when it feels cold and you like dip into it and it's very soothing, and then the top of it's like really warm, and then you dig into it and it's really cold, like when you're at the beach.
Late night.
It's like the only dirt that you can play in and people don't look at you weird. Like, why are you playing in dirt? They don't ask you that when you're in sand. There's a lot of weird things at the beach people don't question that they would normally question if you were just doing it anywhere else.
Literally.
Like, why are you in your underwear? Well, when you're at the beach, nobody asks you that.
No one asks you.
Or they're like, why are you drowning?
Right.
Nobody asks you why you're drowning at work. Only when you're at the beach.
No one asks you why you're drowning in life.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that go different. We got to start breaking those habits. Wow. You have used every part of the brush, your fingers, everything else. This is insane.
More people need to paint like this.
I feel like they do.
Use your resources.
Oh my gosh. You're filling in the holes?
Yeah.
This is wild to me. Do you have any favorite animals?
I love animals in general. Oh, capybaras.
Capybaras?
Yeah.
Those things have shut down whole entire villages sometimes. People have tried to
As they should.
People have
We
tried to
take
do-
away their homes, they should take away ours.
the capybara uprising. Jesus.
Yeah.
That might be the clip that I'm using as for promotion.
Yeah.
Can you pass me the sherbet green? Yeah. We getting into some sherbet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's why they can't touch them. They're
They try.
protected
They just
species.
don't move. They don't move. They don't care.
Yeah, but you can't shove them off of where they're
You
staying.
can't get mad at them.
It's illegal.
Thank you for following Jacob 2 Wavy with the art paint. This is amazing.
Thank you.
What are you about to add now?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I
I'm
hope
gonna
somebody-
flip it back over.
Oh, we're doing another flip.
Over. I have paint everywhere. And that's okay though. This is the best paint and chat ever.
That's what it should be.
Mm-hmm.
It should feel relaxing. It should feel
Yo,
like
I'll totally come do this more. This is so lit.
you're invited to come on anytime.
Yeah.
Even if you see us live on Twitch and you're just like, okay, I want to stop by. I want to stop by the art center. And
I'm
just,
going. What's up, yo? I'm gonna add some metallic. I feel
like, oh, look at this special guest. It's like whenever we do this and somebody does pop up, we're just like, they come in and it's like if you ever watch wrestling,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my god, it's just look who's coming out into the ring, and we do it like that.
Yeah.
This has been really interesting. You've basically gone into paintings are fire. Thank you. The painting's fire.
Thank you.
Aaron, you have any questions? Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's been going in. I'm liking that. I love the squiggles.
That reminds me of that blue painting I have, but that one's way more detailed. Yeah. Speaking of copying,
Mm-hmm.
I think when it comes to art, it's totally okay to have art inspiration.
Oh, always. You can't
Yeah.
make art if you don't steal art.
Yeah, no.
And I don't mean the steal art. I mean
right. I don't
sometimes-
mean that you paint the exact same picture that
Oh
someone
no,
else
nah. I
painted.
meant Lupin the Third. You walk in that joint, you taking it off the walls. I mean, you can do
Right.
that too if that helps you with your inspiration. Yeah, but just don't get caught. I mean, your
Right.
consequences apply. But if you need to steal.
Yeah.
I used to take candy from babies. Look at me, I turned out great. Yeah, still at home. Still at home.
Yeah.
We still at home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna ask you some fun questions.
Okay, what?
I'm gonna ask you some fun questions.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna. Oh, we're gonna do the mayor game.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna do the mayor game.
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna present a scenario, and all you have to do is just answer how you would remedy the
Oh,
scenario
Okay.
and how you would solve the issue,
Yeah.
and then we'll go from there. And whoever has the best campaign speech will win.
Okay. Oh man.
All right, Aaron. What's plaguing our town today?
Capybaras have teamed up with local beavers to destroy trees that have knocked into like your sewage system. So now there's like sewage. all over.
Wait. So the capybaras have teamed up with the beavers to destroy trees, and now my sewage system is messed up.
Like they're using trees to block up like the sewage systems and shit like that. So now you have to figure out how to stop that so people don't get infected and die.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give us 1 minute to come up with a solution. All right. Think this through. The beavers and the capybaras have teamed up. They are cutting down trees or knocking down trees and blocking your sewage system.
Yeah. Okay.
What are we gonna do?
Okay, I need a minute.
Can you tell this is a strip club?
No, I don't.
Do you see the money raining down yet?
Okay, the money, yeah.
Okay.
You gotta get a pole in there.
Yeah, that would probably.
I'm gonna need God's beam.
walk into like a weird like dungeon.
Nice.
Dungeon
Weird dungeon party. Ooh, cool. You're talking about Baltimore or something. I don't know.
Baltimore.
I'm so glad you don't have a microphone. But yes, okay. They had a rooms for body paint. Lit. Well, disinfectant gun. I would love that. Why didn't they give that to teachers during the COVID time? Why didn't they give disinfection guns to teachers during COVID times? Those teachers needed it. Yeah.
It was like that I saw like Germans and stuff. It was kind of fun. You can have one.
I need like God's like a godly.
I don't know what I'm
pole.
doing about these capybaras and beavers.
Oh, we are totally on time. Paper mill, generate revenue for club for both animals. Yo, search.
Just dropped my paint.
Search 600. Is that Caesar? I think that's Caesar. Oh God, you just dropped the whole. I've never seen anybody do that.
Yeah.
And she's got it on herself.
Yeah.
This is.
It's okay, guys.
In our first ever time that anybody has ever gotten paint on themselves.
I always get paint on me when I paint.
This is wild. I've never had people get paint on themselves until this week.
People like paint like sophisticatedly on here.
Always. They were always rappers. So, rappers always, their fits are like
Yeah.
they don't.
That is super cute. I like that.
It's
you.
amazing. She's just went off. This Dawn, we're.
I got people. Like, you just kind of
You said I wasn't sure with the paint for.
Like, I'm not sure where she was going, but
She is
went.
professional. Okay. Is her son? Is that Caesar? Aaron? Oh, my bad. Oh, okay, but that is an excellent idea. Okay, what is your idea? You think it's Swan? So what are we gonna do about these capybaras and beavers? My opponent doesn't know what she wants to do about these capybara and beavers, but I definitely have the answers. But I'm gonna wait for her to give hers first.
I say we.
Oh, for clubs, so you can go beat the animals?
Oh.
Is that what he said?
Aaron, no.
Um.
Club? Oh, for like a club, like a...
Aaron.
I say we.
Totally not waiting for their response because I don't have a response yet.
Yeah.
My opponent is.
We.
I would definitely have an answer already. My opponent is new to this game.
I'm trying to think about like.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm just painting my hand.
You definitely are. She's stalling for time, everybody. But we want to know our sewage system is in trouble. I need to go to the bathroom and make sure it goes down. What are we doing about these capybaras and beavers? We're running out of plungers.
I'm running out of brain power.
Miss Mayor, help us.
I'm going to
Uh-huh.
trap them.
You're gonna trap them.
Yeah. Or I'm going. What are they doing?
They're taking down the trees.
Yeah.
And they're blocking the sewage system.
Blocking the sewage. I'm gonna protect the sewage system first.
How are you gonna do that?
That's like the first order. Of
How are you gonna
business.
do that? Are we just
I'm
talking?
gonna keep them out. I'm gonna bury them out. Like
You're gonna bury them. What?
I don't know, guys. I create art. I don't study politics to keep capybaras away from our sewage system.
I have the perfect answer, and I always have the perfect answer. Mayor Vaz here. I have the perfect answer.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take all the streets away,
Oh.
and we're gonna build homes for those beavers and those capybaras, and build prime real estate at an upscale price that is gonna be a competitive price to the humans and the capybaras and
We
beavers.
can put a
So
capybara, one in each home.
That's what I'm trying to
We
do.
can have people
Don't-
adopt.
Are you
capybaras.
running on my? Are you running on my,
I
my
am.
platform?
I'm
fish in
your-
every pond, a
I'm
capybara in
your
every home.
campaign helper.
Yeah, you were my opponent.
We're not opponents.
I think
That's too much competition.
I think for the first time ever, my mayoral opponent has joined my. What do you think, Aaron? What do you think? Building homes versus paper mill. Is that SWAT? Caesar's on? I don't know. What do you think? Who do you think should win this mayor?
Me.
Who are you voting for? You didn't even. Okay.
He's voting for me.
I'm going for the homes just because I don't
Yeah.
know what the clubs mean. Like a club to beat them, or like put them in like a wildlife
It's like
preserve.
a club to like beat them up.
Yeah, because it's just paper mill, generate revenue for club for both animals, like enough for so our citizen, like 2 clubs for each citizen, so they can do it.
I don't know. This is the wildest interview I've ever had in my life. But now that I'm finally like on this show with like real painters,
Yeah.
I guess I've never done this show with like real painters. So this is like, I've never done it with Kyla. That's probably what it is. This is wild.
Yeah.
This is completely wild to me. This is unknown territory.
Yeah.
Does this give off a strip club vibe to you?
Does it look like it's a strip club? All that matters if you see a strip club.
Oh. Oh. Nah, I usually I just go for like dancers in heaven. And I
I've
try
seen the
to
dancers.
I just try to figure out like what like in heaven like what's going on up there like all the homies is partying up there like what's going on up there
Definitely.
like Pop Smoke performing. You got the dancers. Yeah. You see it. She has utilized all the paint in like. Yeah, you are actually. That is the murder music. This is definitely murder music.
It's like the movie, like building up to the final, like the heroes.
What's your favorite movies?
Oh, favorite movies?
Yeah.
Favorite movies. How do you just pick a favorite
Do
movie?
you shoot at a studio ever? Okay.
My favorite movie right now, because like it's my favorite movie because I just saw it and it's top every single movie I've seen. I thought Spider-Man and Away from Home was like the top movie, like nobody's beating that. But then I saw Everything at Once, Everywhere at Once, and that movie has like that's my movie
Dude,
right now.
that movie blew my mind.
That movie is my movie right now.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That is the movie that I love.
Did you see the movie Men?
Men?
Yeah.
No.
So crazy.
When did that come out?
Well, it's it's crazy. You should watch it. It'll blow your mind.
Where is it on? Is it out in theaters?
I have no idea. I saw it in theaters.
Uh-huh.
But
When?
it was definitely a while ago, but it was crazy. It's crazy, like messed up. Like it's like a psychological movie that will throw you off your rocker and you'll be thinking about it for like a week.
Is it Men, Men?
Yeah.
Give it like a synopsis. Give a synopsis of it.
Dude, I can't even. I
Like what
can't
happens?
even.
Like what like give
Um,
me like a short like summary.
It's like
Fully fledged nightmare. Her arrival awakens something primal in the forest.
Is this like men are the antagonists and this woman is trying to survive this concept
kind
type
of, but
thing?
it's like the concept is crazy.
Oh, it's an A24 film, so it's gonna be weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm with it.
Oh,
I
look
can't
at the
even
quality
explain
of this.
it.
Holy
It's
shit!
Crazy though.
These
with it.
shallow depth of the shallow focuses on this stuff.
I'm
Look
with
at
it.
look at that shit.
As soon as you said it was A24, I'm with it.
Yeah, no,
the same
totally
people
watch
who
it.
produced Everything Everywhere at Once.
Yeah,
They make a lot of psychological indie type films.
yeah. It's really good though. I really
looking
liked
up
it.
age stuff.
It's like very rebirthing, kind of.
I'm watching the trailer.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've never heard that word before. Rebirthing.
Yo, I can't get over like this fake ass Hallmark like shallow focus. Yo.
Yo, literally. I was rebirthed.
What?
I love Lady Gaga. I love her so much.
Y'all wild. Y'all wild. What are we talking about here?
What are
even
we talking about here?
What are we talking about here? Do you meet a lot of people with New York accents when you're out working in New York?
Honestly, like not that many. Older guys, maybe. Like older people or people from like
I feel like you meet a lot of them. with, like,
Yeah,
New York accents. Can I have a
definitely.
yellow?
Yeah.
I will take any darker yellow, actually. Yeah. I like the darker yellows. They have like this glow. What is the funniest things that you do see in New York? Because New York is such a funny place.
Have you guys seen the show The Magicians?
Yeah.
I met Penny yesterday.
Are you serious?
From the show, yeah.
And you're like, I don't ever meet anybody famous.
It was so crazy because
Penny is such a
oh, he was so cool. Him and his wife, I was shooting for I was at this photo shoot for this lady who owns this like bag brand. And it was at this like boutique, and he walks into this boutique with his wife. And I'm like, "Wait, I know you." And he's like, "Oh, yeah?" I'm like, "Yeah, but..."
And he makes you figure out where you know him from.
He like doesn't say anything at first. I'm like, "The Magicians."
That is so.
And
New York.
he was so cool. And then he was like, "Bye, Kyla." I was like, "Oh, we're on first name basis." Yo.
Aw.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's really great though.
Didn't his character die? His character died.
Penny
no,
died?
Didn't he come
I
back?
mean,
No, he
yeah,
comes back.
he-
I'm spoiling. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry.
No, I don't know.
I'm spoiling the show.
I don't know.
I love that piece.
Thank you.
I would not see that coming.
Look at that. Look how crazy that thing is. The way that she was going off on it is just like insane.
I think it's complete.
All right, it is time. It is time to get that complete picture. Pose with it.
Oh, so cute. I'm gonna put more sparkles on it.
Since you're gonna put more. She's still going.
I love
It is not complete. She is still
It
going.
was complete, but
Now
I
she's
wanted
adding
more. Now it's
That is amazing.
perfect. Now it's which way should it face?
This is one of my favorite of your students that you have found for this.
Oh,
From your student show.
so cute.
From your student show, she is one of my favorites. This is wild. Have you ever thought about adding more of your paint to clothing? Like maybe doing something with clothing with your paintings?
I mean, I might just paint this now. I have. I made this like big fur coat for Fashion Week that I wore to this event.
You made a
and I
fur
really
coat?
want to paint it. Yes, yeah. I like making clothes too. I just love being like crafty with my hands.
If you have some clothes you would like to have in the art, we are always looking for designers.
Oh, really?
Shout out to anybody who's a fashion designer and wants to just put some stuff in this. Please.
Yeah.
I'm desperate. Every single one of them keeps faking on me.
Really?
Yes.
You should Oh, well, I guess not because no fashion designers. They all fake. That's lame.
Like they always fake on me.
That's lame.
I try to get as many as possible in here, and they always
Yeah.
fake.
I know. I'm painting the edges yellow now because I don't like how they're all different colors.
Oh my gosh. Wait, who won the mayor game?
You won the mayor game.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I did.
I'm not cut out to be a mayor.
It's okay. It's not an easy profession.
It's not.
You gotta care about a lot of people, and
And I just don't do that.
yeah, it's really hard. You gotta remember a lot of people's names. I'm gonna call every old lady I see Gladys, and they're gonna get offended.
I'm so bad with names. I just like know faces more.
And that's fine. That is totally fine. This has been a great conversation, and
Yeah,
I've had so much fun
literally.
talking to you and watching you like your style of painting, watching you drop stuff on the floor and,
Knock over paint and
like it's gone everywhere. Like this is the wildest I've ever seen. When we had first started, Aaron used to pull out this big tarp for situations like this,
yeah.
and nothing ever happened. But
We-
now I totally understand Aaron's tarp. Like he used to pull out one of those like Dexter tarps, like,
Yeah.
like you're about to get killed type American Psycho shit.
Yeah.
And never, not once did anything happen until today. That I see the need for it, and now I understand.
I know I'm making a complete mess.
No, it's beautiful.
Almost just dropped it.
This is crazy. This is wild. Oh gosh. We're just having fun painting now.
We're having so much fun.
I have ran out of questions.
Yeah.
And we're just having fun painting now.
Perfect. It's what do y'all think?
I love it.
Yeah, no, I tried to like have a background to my drips.
From where I saw it start to its
Yeah.
finish, and the fact that I can still see where it started,
Yeah.
I am. You're a real aficionado when it comes to this.
Yeah, I always try and like just do whatever I feel.
It looks amazing.
Thank you so much. I love art. Yeah, we can paint and chat whenever. We should
Okay.
just create like a podcast.
This is a podcast.
This well, like,
If you want to
this
join
is
it,
a podcast. Yeah.
if you want to join it,
yeah,
you can always
no,
join it.
totally.
You want to be a host?
Yeah.
You can be a host.
Yeah, no, let's be. I want to be a host.
Okay, you can be a host.
Okay.
You're hired.
Guys, I got a job.
You let
Everyone
me know.
at home, I got a job.
You let me know whenever you want to host, and I'll be like, okay, bet. I
Yeah.
got some people for you.
Just text me whenever you're having like these paint and chats, and I'll try and make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're very good. I don't even know. Like, are you always like?
Not always.
the
There's a
work-
lot of downtime
Okay.
in modeling. I'm busy in Septembers and Februarys. Anytime there's like fashion week.
I would love for you to be a host, and then we bring on somebody who's like, man, I've never painted, and then you're just doing all this crap. You're just- They would be so upset. They'd be like, I don't know what's going on here. You're like, do I just dip my fingers in like you? You're like, yeah.
Yeah, you just like
do
get
that.
involved.
You
You
just
gotta
get
get
involved.
to know your paint. You gotta get to know your paint.
Yeah, you're definitely hired as a host. You're in. You're
You
one of our
create
hosts.
a relationship with your artwork. Yo.
Yeah, you're one of our new hosts. We just got a new host 2 weeks ago also. His name is Soup Duke.
Oh, that's cool.
He's a rapper, and it's so so the fact that we got another host so quickly, I'm surprised. We've never, for the past couple of years, we've never been able to get other hosts.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I like am totally.
I mean, it was COVID.
I love doing new things.
It was COVID, but like, still, I wanted more hosts, and I couldn't find them till now, and I'm so appreciative. Of
Yeah. Look at all this sand.
I love. You're a great personality. You're gonna make it as host. You're gonna be our best host ever.
I'm so excited to interview people.
All right, everyone. This is our new host, Kyla. She just joined Painting with Friends, and this is her first interview.
It's first
And
interview.
it was amazing learning about her modeling career, her modeling adventures, her adventures as an artist, and it was fun to meet you
It
as a
was
person.
so amazing. It was so good. Just like cleaning up my
And
mess.
like, look at this painting. Look at this painting. What are we calling this painting again?
I'm so bad at painting names.
I thought we had a name.
We
I thought
did have a name. Wait, guys, what name did
What's
we
the
have?
name? Aaron, you remember the name? All right, I don't remember the name either. To be honest, we talked about it a lot though.
Yeah, we did.
We hit
did,
certain
and we
marks, and
forgot.
you were saying things, and we had a theme. We had a theme built up, and I was doing so well
Yeah.
as like an interviewer, and I was remembering this stuff, and I was gonna be like,
Now
yeah, I
it's
mean,
just
totally.
gone.
It's
Now it's
totally gone
gone.
because I was just like, you started doing everything, and now I was just
Yeah.
flabbergasted.
Yeah, no, it's totally gone.
I'm still trying to process what happened.
It's totally gone. Yeah, no, I'll go until it's like completely dry.
Oh gosh. Slight plugs to do beforehand. Remember, we are having Arts Alive September 11th at the Hilton Arts Performance Center. We will be there live streaming in some type of way or form. We also have, what other events do we have, Aaron? Painting in the Round, September 10th, the day before Arts Alive. We will have 20 artists come out into the field in Stonebridge and do paint roulette. And they will just pass the painting, and then there will be, if you want to join, you can join.
I'm
looking-
joining.
Okay, you're joining.
What day?
It is September 10th.
Oh, I probably won't be able to make it.
All right.
That's Fashion Week.
Then Fashion Week, Kyla will not be here.
But
She will be a
the
Fashion
next, hopefully the next interview you guys do, I'll be able to make it.
Week. Then I will let you know.
Yeah.
Also, Kanjutsu, we are hosting a gaming anime cosplay contest, and we will be having that on August 20th in Fairfax. And you can meet Chuck Cobra, the voice of Android 17, Hiei,
Oh, that's cool.
and other
That's
anime voices. If you
amazing.
want to join us on the 20th for the anime convention.
We should do an interview and like ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah,
Oh,
ASMR painting.
we've thought about doing that,
Really?
but like,
I tend to scream sometimes though when I talk.
yeah, all the guests are loud.
Yeah.
Everybody's loud. We've never been able to contain it. It just doesn't happen. We're just too much of loud
Yeah.
people. But yes, that would be
Too
fun.
much crazy personality.
If you want to do an episode where it's all the same ASMR, I'm totally committed to doing that.
You're
make that
committed, I'm committed.
All right, bet. Let's get it. What's up, Kinsley? Yeah, we're filming. How you doing, bro? You're doing amazing. We just we're about to close out the podcast. Look at that. You should have seen how it was done. All right, thank you all for coming into another episode of Painting with Friends. Kyla has New York Swim Week coming up. Yep, New York Swim Week.
I do on the 30th.
Then maybe you know who this is. Erickson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! It's probably somebody because it has the
It's,
Erickson. thing.
it's literally my dad.
It is your dad.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
literally my
I was wondering. I was like, "Oh, is this Caesar? Is this like full
Yeah.
time?" Thank you to all the 7 viewers that we have in the chat.
I love you, Dad.
For watching, and thank you, Kyla's dad, for bringing her in and giving us this amazing painter. This has been magical. I've never seen anything like this. And to all the other parents who watch this as it's pre-recorded and it's uploaded to YouTube, if your kids have talent, bring them in to do some stuff like this, please. This is amazing.
Creative freedom is important.
Any closing remarks, shout-outs you want to give?
No, but I love everyone that loves me.
And if you want to take any segments from this, or if anybody filming wants or watching wants to take segments from this, you can always clip and post any of this interview that you want and post wherever you want. So,
I had so much fun. I'll be back.
this.
Yeah, he's so precious.
All right. Thank you all for coming into. Aaron, show that off. Show that off, Aaron.
Yeah, it's so good.
Look at that. This is what Aaron has drawn. He's one of the producers for the show. He has painted this while we were doing the filming podcast. I don't know what picture.
Then this
He
Yo,
changed
this is so
the.
good. It would look really good with pink in it too.
Ooh, you guys
Yeah,
have pink.
a
That would
little
be- that'd be
Cosmo and
vibrant.
Wanda.
That'd be so vibrant. All right. Thank you all for coming into another episode of Painting with Friends. As usual, I'm your host, Vaz Hayes. And this is your other new host.
Whoop, whoop.
You got to come up with like a signature. What's your
Yeah.
signature? Develop it on the spot.
I don't know, but I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. And then Kyla. Thank you. See you all next week.